Kind of a big story happened yesterday. I just ran out of time and space. Everything else was just kind of, time sensitive, except for maybe the first video that, but whatever, regardless, we're going to talk about it right now because the House was busy yesterday. Not only were they busy passing and denying bills, but they were also really busy in engaging in cognitive dissonance. House bill passes red flagged gun control laws. It still has to go through the Senate, so red flag laws aren't exactly enshrined right now, and I don't know what the breakdown of the Senate is ultimately going to be, but we already know Joe Manchin is going to be against this shit anyways. So the breakdown of these laws, unless you can get enough Republican rhino senators to just break down in tears, Mitt Romney, I'm looking squarely at you, it's going to die on the vine in the Senate, and then they can just, the Democrats, it says, continue to run this busted narrative into the midterms, and it's not going to work out well for them because nobody really wants gun control laws outside of these Democratic areas. All right, let's go. The House on June 9th voted to pass a bill put forward by Representative Lucy McBath of Georgia, a Democrat from Georgia. I'm sure your constituents are wildly happy about that decision. The latest in the series of gun control bills put forward by Democrats in the lower chamber. The bill was passed on a 224 to 202 vote. Only one Democrat, Representative Jared Golden of Maine, voted against it. Maine's actually like a pretty pro-gun state, so that makes sense as well. 5 Republicans, Brian Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania, Anthony Gonzalez, who's retiring and not seeking re-election in Ohio because he voted for impeachment. Oh, yeah, take a look at the rest of this. Okay, Chris Jacobs of New York. Okay, I don't know about Fitzpatrick and Jacob, but take a look at the next couple of names. Again, you're going to see a consistent through line here. People who voted for Trump's impeachment, okay, and are open rhinos. Adam Kinzinger of Illinois. Did he cry? Well, voting for this as well. Somebody please think of the children. And Fred Upton. Yes, the uncle of Kate Upton, but he's actually got bigger bitch tits than her. Anyways, defected from their party in order to support the bill. Of the 5, only Fitzpatrick is seeking re-election this year. Good luck. Red flag laws already enacted by many states across the country, including Florida. Ron DeSantis, get your fucking shit together. I think he might have been repealing that or talking about it anyways. Got to go back and take a look at it. Anyways, not for this video. Generally, these types of laws allow someone to bring a claim to an emergency court hearing alleging that another person is mentally unwell and is in danger to themselves or others. It's like taking the standard for a temporary restraining order and putting it to specifically your Second Amendment rights. Okay, that guy said, we think that he's scary, so we should take away his guns, everyone that he possesses, and then his ability to purchase new ones. Okay, that would be great. Okay, thanks. Those are red flag laws in a nutshell, as basic bitch as I could break it down. If the court accepts the claim, the person targeted can be flagged and prevented from buying firearms and can have any firearms in their possession seized by the police. How wonderful, okay? Make a false claim, get it in front of a judge, and then make another false claim, have their Second Amendment rights completely stripped out from underneath of them, and they do not have to be involved in the process at all whatsoever. Isn't it great? What a time to be alive. Proponents of this type of law say that it is a necessary way to ensure that potentially dangerous people don't possess firearms. Yes, god damn it, if there were just more illegal guns, people wouldn't be able to commit the very legal act of shooting up public places. Yeah, see, that doesn't really much mix now, does it? If only they had universal background checks. Oh, wait. In a June 9th tweet, President Joe Biden, drooled on his iPhone, called for the passage of the bill. That's nice. Reflecting mass shootings in Fort Hood, Texas, Parkland, Florida. Biden wrote, red flag laws could have stopped both shooters. Highly fucking unlikely. Would not have helped at all. All it's going to do is infringe on the rights of legal, law-abiding gun owners with just a vindictive former partner. That's all it's going to take. But it's not a gun grab. We're for the rights of legal, law-abiding citizens. No, you're not. Wouldn't be calling for these laws if you were actually a man of honor and integrity. That's a big ask for Joe. Critics of this law say that they deny gun right owners their Second Amendment rights without due process. Exactly. Red flag gun confiscation laws destroy due process rights and the Second Amendment. That's actually true. Says Marjorie Taylor Greene when she's not engaging in insider trading. She's a funny duck. On the House floor, Greene explained her criticisms of the bill, unlike Joe Biden, who couldn't articulate his dinner order, let alone any criticism he has for the Second Amendment. Oh, we don't agree on much these days, but here in Congress, Greene said, but I know that the one thing that we all agree on, we all agree that we really like guns. Huh, I guess. See, we're the special privileged elites, she continued. Oh, okay. I see where she might be going on this. We're the ones in the chambers protected by guns, while the American people don't have men and women with guns outside their homes protecting them. Very true. Very, very, very true. Okay, I agree. I very much agree. Okay. Same Congress that's voting to send billions and millions of dollars. Well, she says millions and millions because she's trying to do a Trump impression. I understand. Millions and millions, billions and billions worth of guns to the Ukraine so that they can defend themselves from the same Congress that's working as hard as possible to take away their Second Amendment rights from Americans. The bill is now headed to the Senate, where it's all but doomed to fail. Yep. On June 8th, a day after the fierce debate, after a day of fierce debate, the House voted to pass the Protecting Our Kids Act. Ugh, God. Somebody should take one of those dangerous AR-15s and then install a tow trigger and put it directly in their mouth. Final vote on the bill in the Democratic majority chamber, sort of, in the loosest sense of the term, was preceded by a series of motions to retain various sections of the legislation. Each section was ultimately retained, and the House voted 223-204 to pass the legislation to the Senate. 5 Republicans voted for the bill, and 2 Democrats voted against it. The bills were split into several pieces and confirmed in bipartisan votes. The legislation included various previously introduced gun control bills. But one gun control bill that was swatted down in the House was, in fact, the one for additional security at Supreme Court Justice's house. That's funny. Just literally a day before, some armed weirdo from California, where Nancy Pelosi is actually from and where her constituency theoretically is. It's not like she goes there that often. She got her drunkard husband driving around on fucking streets, smashing into light standards. I don't know if he actually did that, but he did drive drunk. Anyways, but yeah, no, literally a day after that was passed, she decided to say no to a Supreme Court security bill, knowing what's going to be happening next week, because no one's in danger. Oh, really? There's openly planned protests for next week, specifically at the Supreme Court. Okay, this is the same bitch who would constantly parrot fiery but mostly peaceful protests over 2020. Okay, no one's in danger there. There was no damage that happened there. My local bar was fine. No one's in danger, huh? Literally. If it was a liberal Supreme Court justice voting to, I don't know, institute mask mandates for all churches that are out there, okay, and somebody decided to do the exact same thing to Kagan or something like that. Hopefully it didn't involve a chase, because if you've seen that spare tire around her neck, she couldn't get very far. But if the exact same thing happened, heaven forbid, nor am I calling for that. That would be retarded, okay? But if that happened, that would still be on the rolling ticker on every fucking news outlet, literally ever. Somebody tried to kill Supreme Court Justice in their home. Won't Congress do something? But no, this was Kavanaugh, literally the most center of the road fucking justice, okay? It's him and Roberts just holding hands, skipping down that centrist line, okay? It was him who had an asshole turn up to his house outside, got stopped by the authorities with the expressed reason for being there to try to kill Kavanaugh and his family, and yet no one's in danger. Get fucked, you crusty old crypt keeper. Democrat House leader said after a couple of drinks on June 9th that she blocked a bill to increase security for Supreme Court justices, asserting that more time is needed to alter the legislation and that nobody is in danger. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy went literally yesterday, asked on the House floor for unanimous consent to take the bill to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's desk, but Pelosi did not agree. Wonderful, because her desk it's a little embarrassing right now. There's a couple of empty bottles kicking around, so members could not vote on the legislation. The move came a day after an armed man, Nicholas John Roski, allegedly attempted to murder Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh. No, he admitted to it, so I think you can kind of remove that allegedly thing. Justices are protected and work is being done on proposed alterations to the legislation, Pelosi told reporters at her weekly press conference a short time later, explaining why the bill wasn't allowed to pass in its current form. Attorney General Merrick Garland in May ordered around-the-clock protection at the homes of 9 Supreme Court justices, and several U.S. deputy marshals spotted Roscoe when he was dropped off by a taxi outside Kavanaugh's home, according to court documents. The Senate passed bill would increase security for justices and their family members, but some Democrats want to expand the protection to staffers, such as clerks. Yeah, no, makes sense, because somebody will be intimidated. Give it enough time, okay? Because the vote and the opinion on Roe v. Wade is supposed to happen Monday, okay? Supposed to happen Monday. You don't think, okay, just because you keep the Supreme Court justices safe in their house, which you probably should, and you should get everybody out of the fucking street, okay? You don't think that they'll take a look at what the clerks and what the other staff at the Supreme Court buildings, and these people aren't that fucking bright, okay? They're walking around protesting abortions with a plastic coat hanger. That's not how you do that. You don't think that they'll start going to former clerks, okay, people who have retired from service at the Supreme Court? You don't think that they'll go and try to protest outside those places in order to intimidate them? Because you guys aren't enforcing the picketing laws these people are directly breaking by being there, by intimidating the justices and their families. This shit is absurd. And just put the shoe on the other foot and just imagine the reaction. What did that fucking old drunk say? We're working together on a bill which the Senate can approve of. They'd approve of this one. They would. After a reporter brought up the attempt on Kavanaugh's life, Pelosi added, "He's protected." Oh, that's fine. You don't have to worry about him. That's fine. Justices are protected. It's not about the justice. It's about the staff and the rest. Yeah, no, you can walk and chew gum at the same time, but she is 80 and can't really do that. So yeah, but other people can. Maybe you should fucking retire, you dusty old hag. I don't know what you're talking about, because evidently you haven't seen what the language is, and there will be a bill, but nobody is in danger. Oh, just denying reality. That's the modern day Democratic Party for you. Short time later, McCarthy told reporters in a separate briefing, "I don't know how she can say that, knowing that they captured a person who wanted to kill Kavanaugh and his family." He's not even being hyperbolic. That's just actually what happened. Fuck, man. Literally. Okay, yeah, I see another name that's down there, Steve Scalise. He was shot by a Bernie supporter. Remember how quickly that went out of the headlines? Yeah, no, congressional baseball game. He was targeted. He was shot by an outright Bernie supporter. I don't know if he worked on Bernie's campaign, but he was a devout Bernie bro in 2016, okay? What did you do then? Nothing. You just kicked it down the road. You didn't care about that. And now, once again, you have another instance where you were fucking one person's bad judgment away from a dead Supreme Court justice, and you say that nobody's in danger. I pray you never find yourself in a situation that requires around-the-clock security. I pray that does not happen to you, because you are too stupid to realize that shit is gonna get fucking hot. Or maybe you're just trying to drum up a little bit of a crisis right now, because things just haven't got crazy enough for you. Fucking old hag. With all of that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.